What's up, everyone? We're going to go over something that you kind of only learn in the trenches. It's very important to be an active learner, not someone who just passively takes in information and does nothing with it. So take the video, save it so you can review it, and then share it so other people can learn from it. But we're going to talk about wrist wraps and how to wrap them, because this comes up a lot every meet. So you have to tell someone they have to take their thumb loops off. Or like, why? I'm like, because it's in the fucking rule book. That's why. It's a rule because they're worried about you getting your thumb caught or stuck, or the bar stuck and you in a bad position. They can't get it out because of the thumb loop. So we don't ever actually use the thumb loop as a thumb loop for the wrist wrap, because if you do, it's hard to take off if you actually catch your wrist, but second, it's in the way. It sits in your palm. So there's a couple ways we can do this. One is putting it over, so you pinch it between the first finger and the thumb, or fingers like a hook grip, and then it's actually starting right at max legal. That's max legal height for your wrist wrap. So you can start it there, come around. I'll cast this one, like truly cast this one. Double wrap around. If you have longer wraps, you can then start wrapping down a little bit more as well. I'll wrap a little bit down so you can see what a cast would be more like. This is why the multi-gut people have somebody else wrap their wrist, because they can't reach it. Sure. So if you can, see the thumb loop is not out of the way, but if you can fully open your hand, you haven't casted your wrist effectively for bench press. So you're gonna have that Mr. Burns look when your wrists are wrapped. That's why they're not on very, very long. If you can open the hand, your wrist wrap is ineffective. That's one way. The other way, let's take this off, would be going the opposite direction. Same thing is accomplished, but putting it on the pinky side, same thing. Now you can lock it around so it's a little more firm right on the thumb. Either way works the same way, but nonetheless, you can go pinky or thumb side, cast that down, and then once you have it double wrapped, start rolling a little bit down so you have a little more support to the wrist, and then just pull that down and it's out of your way of your hand. So thumb loops are out of the way. Thumb loops are never actually thumb loops, but this is how we cast for bench. You do not want to be casted for squat. We want some level of wrist flexion. So I'll do this one a little bit lighter and a little lower so you can kind of see that. Because if this is cast where I can't bend my wrist, it's going to push your bar forward in the direction of your wrist, which happens a lot. I've actually seen people in meet not be able to support the bar because they casted their damn wrists. Now, I won't call Jordan Wong out again for this. But if I take it a little bit lower on this one, and I don't want to cut off circulation in my hand because I need to squeeze that squat bar and get activation of the lats, sorry, out of breath. Now I can open my hand. My thumb loop is still out of the way, and I can let that wrist flex back now so the bar can sit and create that squat shell. So bench, hand is going white, it's numb. All I can do is clasp the bar. Squat, I have some level of flexion. A little lower for the squat, a little higher for the bench. Never use the thumb loops.